Alright guys, it's Bobby Bear, and in this video we are going to be talking about cryptocurrencies. Now, I've been getting so many questions about it, and I've decided to make a video to show you guys how you can potentially mine cryptocurrency from your home PC, if it's a modern PC, and give you an idea of other cryptocurrencies, how it works, and just how to get it all set up, guys. So if there's anything I miss in the videos, guys, please give me a message in the comments below. I will try to explain this in the best way possible I can, but before I begin, guys, there's so much you need to take an understanding of, and there's a lot of different variables to is there a potential to earn money with crypto, because there's so many things you need to think about before you begin. And I've got a few various examples on the screen, and by explaining this, and I'm going to keep repeating myself so that it sort of gets into your head how this works. Guys, you can potentially mine money at home from your PC. If you've got a kid that games and you spent £1,000 on this PC, guys, you could be earning money, a nice bit of money, without even knowing it. So, guys, how does it all work? Right, the coin, guys, we are going to be focusing on is Monero, and the reason for that, guys, is Monero is one of the only coins that can be mined on a PC without certain pieces of hardware being added to the PC. So what do I mean by that, guys? Well, every PC has a processor, guys. So if you're on a PC now and it's modern, well, all of them, regardless if it's modern, but a modern PC, they need a processor to run. So how can we see if our processor has the potential to earn us some money? Now, what you need to understand, guys, is all processors and pieces of hardware are capable of mining mining coins in different ways. They also mine coins in certain speeds, and how you figure all of this out is, guys, is by sort of the cost of the hardware is going to be a key factor into it, but also you need to first understand how it all works. So I'm going to explain to you what's going on here. So this laptop, which is next to me, is currently mining Monero. In fact, all three machines here are mining Monero, but they're also here mining Ethereum. Now, we'll talk about that in a second. Now, I'm just going to give you one example. The machine above is mining Monero at 1.3 kilohashes a second, guys. This machine next to me is mining at 168 hashes a second, guys. Now, regardless of what these numbers mean, you can see that the machine above is mining a lot quicker than this machine here. So what's going on? In fact, guys, the machine that is mining quicker is actually 10 years older. So how does this work? What are these numbers doing? How do they make us money? So, guys, these numbers here, in theory, give you an estimated revenue that you could earn per month from numbers that are being output from these computers. So the more numbers you get, guys, the more potential profit you are able to mine. Now, how do you get more numbers? Well, guys, this is dependent on the cost of the hardware and what the hardware is capable of doing. Now, obviously, the more expensive isn't always better, and that is true. But in theory, that is the rule, and we're just going to use that rule for the purpose of this video. So this laptop is giving me 168 hashes a second. So Bobby, how are you making money? Would my laptop make me money? My laptop's giving me 400 hashes per second. Well guys, this number's actually quite low, and I'm doing it off a laptop. The cost to give me this number, so the power that the laptop is using, is not worth it. Right now, anyway, it's not worth it. But that could change. Highly unlikely, but that could change. So why am I doing this? Well, I'm actually just doing this to show you guys some examples. Now, the machine that's 10 years old above is actually mining at 1.3 kilohashes. Now, even though that is significantly better than this guy's, alone, even though this is actually not costing me anything, in theory, this still is not a good number to be hashing at. So why on earth am I doing it? Well guys, we'll get into that a little bit later as well, but to cut it short right now, because this machine is mining Ethereum, I'm also just mining Monero for the sake of it, because these two currencies are mining completely different on two different pieces of hardware. Monero can be mined on your CPU, guys. Ethereum is being mined on a graphics card. So altogether, guys, there are three PCs here, and we've got 1.1, 1.3, and 200. So 2726. We're getting 2.6 kilohashes a second of Monero. And if we ran that for 24 hours and these numbers were kind of always the same, which they kind of do stay in the same range, guys, once you've got your hardware set up, we know that we are producing like 2.6 kilohashes per month. We're producing 2 kilohashes of, we're able to produce 2.6 kilohashes from our hardware in our house that we can mine with. We can use a calculator online, guys, to convert the kilohashes to revenue and the revenue to Great British pounds. Now, I'm going to mention it again, guys, the higher the number, the more potential revenue you can earn. So again, how do we get higher numbers? You buy better hardware, you can also overclock your PC to increase these numbers to give you more potential earnings. Now, how could we potentially save a tiny bit of money here with what's going on? Let's not forget about the Ethereum. So what we could do, guys, is the Ethereum is mining off a graphics card. Monero is mining off the CPU. Now, Monero on this machine is only mining at 1.1 kilohashes, but Ethereum is mining at 20 megahashes, guys. Again, that is a significant amount compared to kilohashes. So what could we do here, guys? Well, we could actually take the graphics card out of this PC and put it into my PC here. Although we would lose the power, our Monero currency, if we switched it off, we would be saving the power for the PC. And now we'll be adding a slight power increase to the PC here, but we will also be getting this number here. So this would now turn into around 38 megahashes per second. So we have now slightly saved a bit of power. We've lost our Monero currency on this machine, but that is well worth doing for the sake of taking the graphics card out and popping it in here. Now, so you've got an understanding the potential hash rate you can achieve from your hardware reflects on the currency you are able to earn on a daily basis, although this says monthly. This application we are currently in, guys, also pays out on a daily basis. I'll also note here that I convert all my currency into Monero, even though Monero is a lower value here than this coin. This is actually second, this is 16th. Why would you do that? Well, guys, there's many reasons, and we'll get into that in another video as well. But Monero is just where I want my coins to be right now. Let's just say that. So, Bobby, how do we get started? Or can my PC mine? Am I going to make money? Well, guys, I've just explained there what you need to do. You get your hardware, you can look online, you can either figure out the hash rates, or you could download this application. And if you are going to do that, guys, please use my referral link. I will also help anyone that uses my referral link. It just gives me a slight reward for referring you. And what you do, guys, is you would install this software. But before you install this software, guys, you would need to go and get yourself a Monero wallet. What's a Monero wallet? So a Monero wallet, guys, is where your currency is going to be held. When you download Monero GUI wallet, and all currencies have different wallets, guys. We'll talk about that in another video. But remember, all my currency gets converted to Monero, so I only need a Monero wallet. Right. You're given a primary address. You do not give this number to anyone. This number is used to just go into the pools and to collect your currency from, say, the application Kudu Miner that we're on now. So you've downloaded the Monero wallet application, and you should do this first, guys. Actually, I recommend this first. This here, guys, is a QR tag. You can pay me money if you want to. Please scan it and send me some money. Now, you are given a primary address, guys. We can click here to create new addresses. And we can actually create a new address, send some money to someone, and delete the address. We can also receive money on a new address. And this stops people from knowing our actual main address, guys. If you was to know the main address and found out some credentials, you could potentially steal my money. So, guys, yeah, you can get your wallet, keep your address. This is for pools and miners and things like that. I'll make a video on that. I'll do a whole thing on addresses, actually. But for now, guys, you get your primary address. You apply it to the application over here, and then you let this run once you've set it up, which we'll do a video on, and your money will now go into here. Well, Bobby, you've got no money. And right now, guys, that is because I'm currently downloading the blockchain. What's the blockchain? Well, when you first set up your wallet, guys, you need to get this program to go through all the transactions of the XMR currency that has ever sort of gone on. So this, the first time, guys, is going to take some time to download. It could take days if you're on a slow connection. Once this is synced down here, guys, and you have your blockchain synced, your money will start to appear in here. Now, once your money is in here, guys, you are able to now send this to things like stock exchanges, other Bitcoin addresses, and things like that. And then you could transfer it to a bank account and draw out of a cash point, and so on. That's not important right now, guys. We'll get to that in another video. But so what you do, guys, is you download this wallet, you set up this application, you add your wallet, and then you have your PC on, and the hardware inside your PC is now converting that into a currency on a potential monthly basis up here. You will get paid out daily. That money will then go back into here. So what is this software doing? Well, it's sort of mining here. Well, this piece of software here actually goes through various benchmarks, which we could look at here, guys, and it's kind of running tests to see which hash rates our hardware can produce, which miners it's running to do the tests on these, and we'll get into miners later, guys, which algorithm it's using, which coin it's running all of this on, and the architecture, i.e. this is running on my graphics card, guys, this is running Monero on my CPU. We can also go here and see different things. This is a slight monthly kind of balance for potential earnings on just this machine. But again, guys, we will get into that on a later video. But back to this, guys. So the first thing you need to understand is your hardware. The investments you want to make into your hardware are going to produce different numbers. The things you do to your PC, like overclocking, are going to potentially increase these numbers. These numbers are going to convert to a potential revenue. This revenue is going to go up and down, guys. If I refresh the screen, I think that is dropped again, but this could go up and down, guys. This number is going to give you your balance, and then from this balance you can determine how much money you are making on a monthly basis. So let's pretend we only had two machines, guys, and this graphics card was in here, but we're actually still only getting this revenue per month at the moment. Well, guys, this revenue currently right now, if we was to convert it on a currency exchange, is going to equal £90. Now, guys, last night this was at £200. Sorry, £150, I believe. And what I'm trying to explain here, guys, is from the output of the hardware I'm running in my house, and the total cost I've spent, guys, is £700. We are able to produce roughly 90 to 150 pounds a month. It's not really going ever under 90 at the moment, guys. You've got to study the coins and how it's working, but from that investment we are able to produce that. Now, guys, this coin will go up in value, and what I mean by that is, if the coin is £200 when it's at 1, in 10 years time that coin could be worth 15,000. That's a whole nother story, guys. There's many reasons why you need to look into Monero, but we'll get into that in a later video. But I hope that gives you guys an understanding of the very beginning of how this kind of works before we even install apps. This is just an explanation on sort of hash rates, how to sort of increase them, how the money exchanges, how you can then get the money to a wallet. If there's anything you guys want to know, please let me know, and I'll try and explain it in more detail. But that's just part one, guys. I'll get back to you soon. Peace.